background yaningayidishan. Okay.
Welcome to Insaka Talk Show, y'all. I'm pretty sure you heard a little bit of the ruckus that was happening behind the scenes. Winnie, y'all don't see what happens. We're going to give you a little snippet of really what happens behind the scenes because this is our season finale where we look back and we give you highlights of what we experienced throughout the season, how we met, when we met, our first show, when we recorded it, and just anything that stood out to us. So, Winnie, you were talking before when the show started. Can we hear, please? You had words of admonishment for each one of us.
Okay.
Landa tu.
I can't even say it. Nanda Kutila. I can't even say it. Okay. I need to calm down because Nelly
you just started with me. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, she started with you, Prisca. Go ahead and say what advice you had for Prisca.
I said, Prisca, sometimes when we're talking, go wake up with a studio, but you can't be waiting all the time. You wait, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. Sometimes there's no time for excuse. Just go in and pop in. But kind of like that, it's not good because you shut down. And then when you shut down, you're not able to express your beautiful self because you're very beautiful. You have good points. But when somebody, like I talk over you or whenever the guest comes in, you shut down because you're very polite. I love that, but sometimes there's no time for that.
Let me tell you why I shut down.
Yeah.
You are extremely rude. You talk over somebody. How am I supposed to get my point across? How am I supposed to get my point across? It is extremely rude. It's just very bad manners. What you need to do is, if you need to chime in at that point, you just say, may I speak? Finish around. How?
And she told you, sorry, may I speak?
Yes, ma'am.
She told you it's family. Family just interjects. They speak whenever they want to, according
That's
to
what family is all about.
So how am I supposed to get my point across if you're finishing my sentence?
Imagine that better way to the four, and then one lump. We all gonna eat it. There's no waiting. Prisca, what's not doing for
No, example what?
So it is what it is.
We are different.
I am not even going to say anything about this.
So we are different.
So Winnie is full of advice today. So Prisca, your advice is do not shut down.
Trust me, you don't want me to talk. I think you prefer me to
because if she does talk, it's
that's fine.
I'll just I can't get my point across because they're finishing my sentence. It's very rude. We need to stop.
Okay, we'll work on that.
But I'll try. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate you.
I love you. That's the whole point.
I know.
We've come
advice. Sorry for interjecting. Since you're full of advice, Winnie, what advice do you have for me?
Okay.
What's the best? Speak.
This is the one, Nelly. Nelly is the best. Nelly got it. Like
you have a show to run. What is this? Killer Day.
Nelly,
Mm.
Nelly got questions. When Nelly is asking question, Nelly will go on, oh, this and this and this and this. For 5 minutes. By the time I'm coming in, I have no question.
I'm a paragraph.
Nelly naanda kama paragraph. Nama question mark. Nama na ipsha feeling saying it. Nama question na yapa. Okay, then what would you do?
Oh my God, you guys are too much.
All right, you're right, Winnie. I need to slow down. Hey, I'm taking all the questions.
For me, I know I'm cuckoo, so I know it's so. When you come for me, you guys, I know you're gonna come for me, and I'm not ready. Not today.
Now what? Michelle
Irene,
was solid. Why?
what about Irene?
Did you see you guys? I was
Oh,
with the president.
What about Irene?
Oh.
Yeah.
Chidodeo, my sister. My sister will come in, very nice, very quiet, and then she points over there. She said what she said, but sometimes when you're speaking, you are very slow, and then like I want you to hurry up, like
Hurry up, you.
like I want to just come and so Irene, I like push ways. But like you have your good points. You're saying everything right. But I'm like, you could say that in 2 seconds, like I'm like, okay, then I'm just like, okay. And then you finish, I'm like, yeah, she makes sense. So it's good that I always like wait, and I'm grateful because I get to know you. Before I'll be like, oh my God, what she's saying. But now it's like I wait for you when you speak, when you finish, you know exactly what you're saying. So that's just who you are, and I love you.
What about you yourself?
Yeah?
What about
yourself?
What advice do you have?
Thank you for telling me that. I didn't mean to like just keep quiet. I appreciate it.
See that coming, did you?
No, she's mentioned that to me before.
No. I'm talking about Winnie. Like, what advice? Since she has advice for each one of us.
For
what
me,
advice does Winnie have for Winnie?
Advice Winnie has for Winnie, she has to really like calm down a little. But she can because it's who she is. But she's gonna try. And then I think that's what it is. Nothing else. I just need to
let me tell you about
you coming for me.
No, today I'm just gonna be Winnie Ifi.
But my hair is beautiful.
What's in Webo Janky? It's talking over somebody. And then you're talking about it, Irene, you will repeat yourself over and over. As a matter of fact, not even then. You will like start repeating Chintuch more, Walanda 5 times, 6 times, or work at a call, Walanda, you're just this. And then you are loud and you want to talk over somebody. We still love you though. But we still love you.
That's
what makes us a great team.
Yep. That's what makes us phenomenal, guys. We are
my eyes are like
the amazing team, the A team.
Can I say something before you guys go?
I'm almost afraid.
Yeah, no. I'm just going to say the best medicine for this is to go back to all our shows and see yourself.
Yeah.
And learn from yourself.
Yeah.
So if Nelly is saying the truth, then she'll see in what Winnie said. If Winnie is saying the truth about me or Prisca, we'll see that like, oh, shoot, she was right. Not the next thing. Sure.
And what you said is, and for those of you guys that are watching, this is us all day, every day. We call each other out. It's constructive criticism. It's how we learn.
Mm-hmm.
And like Irene said, we go back and watch. And actually, we've done that a couple of times after the show. We're like, okay, what did we do wrong? What can I learn? What can I do better? So this is constructive criticism. And thank you for being honest.
Yeah. And for those of you in your household, we do implore you, if you have something to get off your chest about your friend, about your family member, tell them in a loving way, kind of like in a Winnie way. You know, you guys laugh about it, you still learn from it, right? And it makes you a better person, and it makes your relationship stronger.
Absolutely. You know, on this one, Nelly, thank you. I'm gonna say, excuse me, ma'am. I'm learning.
Go ahead.
It took a while for me to actually be honorable and be vulnerable in front of my friends. I'm always the person who's always like a sugarcoat things. And I feel like when you're sugarcoating things that you don't love the person, if
Yeah.
you love somebody else, if something that I've learned in this next life that I'm living, I just need to be real, in a good way. Not I don't have to be disrespectful. I don't have to
Mm-hmm.
go to Nelly and tell Prisca about Prisca, Nelly, Prisca, and Irene. That we don't have to do that. We're grown women.
Mm-hmm.
We love each other, and then the better way is to talk about us. We talk every 24/7. So if we talk about this, we laugh about it, and that's it. It ends there. We learn from each other. We are all not perfect, and we are all
Yep.
here to learn. And the next season, season 2, is gonna be on fire because I'll be saying, "Excuse me."
Jesse.
Oh,
That being said, y'all, we are we are gonna go on our first commercial, and we'll be right back.
Do you run a nonprofit organization in the education, health, and human services sectors? Do you need grant funding for your organization? Or do you need help developing programs to help you raise money for your nonprofit organization? At Vibrant Funding, our mission is to connect our nonprofit partners in the education, health, and human services sectors to the financial resources required to achieve their mission. We support nonprofit organizations based in and operating in the United States and Africa. We offer the following services to new and established organizations: program development, donor engagement and retention, grants research and writing. Contact us at www.vibrant-funding.com or email us at info@vibrant-funding.com. Call us at 404-751-6802 to learn more about our services and how we can help you to have an impact on the world. Vibrant Funding, connecting donors and nonprofits.
Welcome back to the show. If you are just joining us, this is Insaka Talk Show. We are at the end of season 1, and today we are taking a look back at some of the highlights of season 1. And to do that, we're going to go back, way back into time. So I'm going to share a little video clip of what was our first show, you guys, and you will look at that, and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about it, and we will analyze exactly what it is that was being said here and where our minds were.
okay. My dear man, me, I think I'm a family person, so I want somebody. Of course, the smelling good is number one. I told you, smelling good leads to good sex.
Okay.
I said it. I'm gonna say it again. It's out there. But I think for me, an ideal man has to be a family man, a God-fearing man. You don't have to be like a president of some company, a corporate company. I think just be comfortable with yourself, and let's work together and build us together. If you bring something to the table and tell me this is what I can do, but I just don't know how to go about it, I'll use my own resources and build you, because women, we are the pillar of the house.
That's right.
They say behind the successful man,
This is the
there is a strong woman.
Yes, that's very true.
So we
All right, you guys. So, coming back, that was an interesting conversation, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was, I'll let Irene, can you tell us where we were during that episode and what we were talking about?
we were in Las Vegas. We had a good time. First, let me say we had a good time, and I think the time was too short for us. But the little time that we had, we tried to make it a little fun. We were in Las Vegas, and I think we were talking about relationships, and a lot of people have a different perspective about marriage or relationship. So we wanted to touch a little bit of some of the things that make marriage a little bit more fun, like smelling good is what we were talking about that day. and what everybody thinks about it. Some men don't feel like it's important for them to smell good, and some do. So we wanted to make sure that we put it out there.
Mhm.
If you're lacking in your smelly area, watch this show and learn something.
Or take a shower.
Personal hygiene, guys.
Take a
There's a lot
shower.
of emphasis for a woman to be clean, right? But let's not forget women want a clean and good smelling man too. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
personal hygiene is key.
I just love it when they smell so good.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Eh.
Oh, so Vegas was fun. Something else that happened in Vegas, Prisca, who did we meet in Vegas that was really interesting?
Valentino.
Yeah,
Actually, that was the first time we all met
yeah,
in one place.
yeah.
Right.
No, it's the first time I met you, Nelly. I had met
Mhm.
Winnie before. I had met Irene before.
Mhm.
And it's the first time that we all met. And the chemistry was amazing. It's like
Right.
we've known each other forever.
Ever.
Good point.
Yeah. Valentino was interesting for me. I think that's the only person that Alice. We
Yeah.
actually went for Alice's thing.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
went for
Actually,
Mr.
I
World.
have a picture of that somewhere. So let me see if I can find it while you guys are still talking about it. But yeah, we at that time, Alice was a contestant in Mrs. World beauty pageant, right?
Mhm.
And so we decided to show up and give some support.
Yeah.
What I can say, Winnie, what do you have to say? Because Winnie, first of all, guys, Winnie acted a fool on this day. Okay, she was like,
He's on
"I
that.
have to." Ala Singatawaishi, but she's your biggest supporter. Oh, this was all over. She's like, I have to go. I have to go. Alice is expecting me. She left us hanging, y'all. She had to go run to Alice.
You want me to
Alice,
say something? Excuse me, ma'am.
you have a supporter. It's Sister Winnie.
Excuse me, ma'am. Hashtag Alice. In there, when I'm in a presence of a place where there's something off, the
You are so bad.
You're wrong.
You are so bad.
I won't finish it. I won't finish it. I won't touch that.
No, you won't. Changing gears,
No,
guys.
lekandande fye mo ine ngandi mu area nga muli fefile mu kati munenuka kanunka muno mutibata wikala. You know
Really?
what that means?
That was my room, fool.
And I really
No, right?
Talk about what you talking about?
your
She
room
doesn't mean it
was paying,
literally.
No, she doesn't mean it like that.
your room was paying. Your room was, you had a very good room. Oh, your guys, if you want to go somewhere, be with Nelly. Go on vacation with Nelly. You're gonna be, what was the
And
name
we'll
of
talk
that?
about that one.
Valencia.
Venetian. The
Venetian.
Venetian.
If it
Venetian. Yeah,
if it was,
Valencia.
where did we stay? That nonsense place.
Somewhere township.
Oh, shit.
Nishenari kumayads.
I was like,
Where
man,
are you
and I'm like,
And then-
"That's
and then-
the room by yourself. Oh my gosh, damn.
but you know what? You pay the price because when you took off without us, guess what? We went to a very nice restaurant. A very nice restaurant, and you missed. It was me, Prisca, Nelly, and our friend
Maud.
Maud.
Was
And
that
you were
a
not there.
$500 bill?
Yeah, it was, but it was worth it.
Is it
It
1,000
was
now?
worth it.
It was
And the
1,000.
conversation was really good.
Yes, it
We
was
had some
very
really
nice.
candid conversations.
And the
No,
ambience too.
My energy was just off. This thing was just a piece. I was mad. I was like, I'm out. I'm like, no, I'm not doing no episode. I'm out. I just want to go.
Wow.
Bam.
What was going on in your mind? What was the energy about? You didn't get lunch?
One. No, bukira ka chero. Doing certain things, making sure we are there. We did an amazing job. We were there. We were shooting, and I think shooting, guys, it's just not easy when you're shooting. It's a lot. You have to do this. You have to do that. But just the energy at some point, it was just so raw, and I couldn't just take it. That's when I started feeling like, you know what? I cannot be here. My energy was just not good. And like I'm saying, I'm learning to know who she is. If you don't need that, you just don't have to be there. Because in Ghana, if you sound like if you want to, if you understand the needing that in the chef,
we can't trust you.
Speaking of shooting, guys, we had on the show this season,
yes,
Zambia's, one of the, I don't know of any other. She's a female producer / set designer. Her name is Delphine Chisulo. She's amazing. A beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous woman. I know I've been told in Dela and Dawaka, so I'll let others.
No, but Nelly,
you're
you're the one who's putting the pictures up. So it's
have
very normal or natural for you to say something after you put it. You don't want to put a picture and then you go mute.
Producer, please.
I'll speak. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I wish we could record live with her, but unfortunately the internet was acting up. But I love Delphine. I think she's very beautiful, well groomed. She's a professional. She's very graceful. And I love what she's doing. She's always evolving and doing something different. So guys, you're looking for a producer, a set designer, Delphine Chisulo in Zambia. Also works for Kazadi Films, which we love Kazadi too.
Yeah.
David Kazadi is fire. Like Delphine, David Kazadi, the truth. Love them.
True.
The truth. She's spoken.
All right. We also had the opportunity to speak with one of Zambia's hot actors, Mr. Bulongo. Is it Bulongo? Bulongo.
I think Bulongo.
Bulongo, right. Bulongo.
Remember, Mom corrected us.
Mukuli.
Yeah.
Again, the internet let us down, right? But, great actor, very magnetic on screen. We can't wait for a time when we can start seeing some of the shows, that the people in Africa are privileged to see. We cannot see some of them. So hopefully, Mr. Oas Mwape, you all can work out something so we can start to see more of our Zambian talent showcased on Netflix and other platforms here. So it's easy for us to see.
And do you guys remember when we did the Truth or Dare with him and he ate the chilies? We were like, I was so waiting to hear the answers. He's like, you know what? I'll eat the chilies.
I'm not going to say it.
It was so funny.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not telling anything.
No.
I was like, just want to like how you want to just like touch the
And one of the icebreaker questions was, have you ever farted in an elevator? And he was like,
yeah, he's like, who has Yeah. And at that moment, because I'm a very visual person, I could literally see him getting out of an elevator
and just like going straight.
Have you guys?
Yeah.
I have. Yes.
No.
You know what the worst one is? You fart in the grocery store in one aisle and you're the only one there.
And then somebody comes.
And then somebody comes. See if that ever happens to you, run. Go to the next one as soon as possible. Get out of there.
But it can't be worse than doing it in the elevator and you're there by yourself. The moment you come out, the elevator opens up and people come in. And they have to ride with you. Not coming out. They have to ride.
That's what I look at them like, what?
That's the worst. I don't care who say what.
And what else? What other accidents have you had? You're thinking Urenia Kasushi, then something else comes out.
No, that one I've never done it.
Wait until you get to above 50, my friend.
Not even. Not
Okay.
even. Okay.
Okay. What?
Those accidents
Pregnancy.
happen.
Yeah.
The accidents.
It is
I'm
really
telling you.
me.
You think
But
you're fighting
fortunately,
and
I
then
was. Mhm. Go ahead, Prisca.
no,
You guys are stupid. Oh,
Go ahead.
my God.
I think let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Yeah, na ya chila mo.
Mm.
This was an awesome conversation, guys.
Yes.
We had Dr. Victoria Scott on the show. She is fire. The
I like
woman
my
can
hair,
motivate. If you're feeling low, definitely she'll pick you up. She's, what are your memories of that day, you guys? I know we had a couple other people on the show that day. We had our brother Henry Sakala Mazaila.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, it was the same
Yes.
day. He,
Okay.
Mhm.
When he came in and said, "Umwana kashapito musumo kwisa afika mpepe ale nungemiso."
Oh, yeah, you're
Was
right.
not
That's the
expecting
same
that.
day.
Yeah.
You could not forget that. Like,
I
yeah,
expected him to say ichibe nangumukano imisu.
yeah,
Imagine.
that was a shocker. I was expecting him to, talk about bad breath as well, talk about smelly armpits, but
But at the same time, it different ended. Flash sticker.
Yeah, he probably was talking from experience.
He webantu.
yeah.
No, I'm saying he could have been
It's
talking from experience.
It's true. It happens.
Umuntu wapita ale nungemiso.
Yes,
What happened now? Isunda wida now we didn't wipe
we
his
don't know. Something happened.
And the thing about urine, though, if you're going to smell like pee, it's not fresh pee. It's not like you peed and there was no toilet paper and you didn't wipe. If pee smells, is because it has stayed and it dried and it had time to
ferment.
evaporate and
You forgot one word. To ferment.
Why?
Once that happens, you cannot run away from that smell.
Oh my
You know what
goodness.
isunda kubayiche?
Well, wow. Naraikala nabantu abasunda.
Inenare white. But that's a topic for another day.
I'm done with you guys.
So, Mother's Day, guys, that was really special, right?
Yes.
Actually, we had viewers, not just ladies, viewers sending pictures with their mothers, whether together with their mothers or just, pictures of their mothers with a special message.
Yeah.
And we really hope that we can, come season 2, we're going to do this even bigger, bigger. So, guys, stay tuned. We have great plans for Mother's Day coming next year. So stay tuned.
Mother's Day and Father's Day, remember?
Yes.
You can do that. Mm-hmm.
But especially Mother's Day.
Especially Sister's Day.
My highlight for Mother's Day, the best thing that we ever did was support those single mothers or the elderlies, the Bambuya Bachkulile that do not have give them groceries. Instead of sending somebody to a spa or something. We collaborated with what's his name?
PMC.
DJ Pressure.
Yes. For me, that was the best highlight ever.
Yeah.
You know what? I even forgot that we did that, right? Because we kept debating, like, what are we going to do for Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Should we give people gift cards? Should we pick from like our regular viewers? And then we decided, you know what? Let's bless those that truly, truly need something, especially food-wise, right? So we decided, with the help of our brother PMC. Thank you, PMC. We shall be calling on you again.
Yes.
And guys, please, we'll let you know ahead of time. Come Mother's Day next year, we want to bless even more, more women than what we did last year. We want to do it on a grander scale. So stay tuned for this one. It's going to be big.
And the other thing is we want our viewers to know that we are very nurturing. The 4 of us, we're very nurturing. We're not just friends and sisters. behind the scenes, we are always constantly finding out somebody we're going to help. We just don't talk about it.
That's funny.
I
I,
want
I'm
to hear
wondering.
it.
Because these two, I don't know,
That's what Mama Balu said.
they are
No, but
constantly,
seriously, I want viewers to understand that we have outreach workers in Zambia
yes,
that run around for us if we identify somebody that we know that needs our help. Sometimes we just don't showcase it because I think when you're giving from your heart, you're
Right.
not supposed to like blast it on the social media. So we
right,
do those things, like behind the scenes. We want everybody in your own space. Help somebody you don't know. It
yeah,
Mhm.
feels very good.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. That's
And
right.
Mm.
speaking of help, right? We had this trio on the show, although Maureen was not able to, uh, participate in that particular episode, but she's one of the three
Mm.
founders of Prestige Wellness Foundation. And what they're doing is providing, improving healthcare basically in Zambia. They are in the process of building what
Phase
is
one. Phase one.
phase one? Phase
It's
one,
called a trauma center.
a
Mhm.
trauma
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah.
So let us support them in whatever little big way that we can support them to realize that vision, because things like infrastructures like a hospital, it benefits everyone. It's not
Right.
just you never know, you may need to go and get attended to in that facility. So
And behind that, you remember that we had the opportunity of spending private time with all three of these
mhm.
people. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Futa, we had so much fun. He's a funny guy behind his tie.
Mm.
Miss Maureen also, we met her in Puerto Rico. We had a good time with her, and our groom was
Mhm.
amazing, funny as hell. We danced to Pique Chishala. It was really nice. It's very nice for us to actually have a quiet time with people who have come on our show, so we can show our vulnerable side.
It's nice.
Yeah. And I think that's a good segue talking about that. We've had some issues happening in Zambia
Mhm.
regarding very disturbing issues, right? Regarding really, the common term that they call it in Zambia is sodomized.
Mhm.
But for me, I prefer to call it rape,
Yeah.
because if you forcibly have sex with somebody, it is rape, whether it's male on male, female on female, whatever it is, male on female, it is rape if you
Yes,
force
it is.
yourself on someone. So
Mhm.
apparently, there's this trend going on where some men or gentlemen will go, I wouldn't call them gentlemen, men go on a drink with fellow guys, like, hey, I'm going out for a drink with the guys, right? And then you find that somebody puts something in your drink and they decide to violate you while you are unconscious. Uh, it's a horrible thing. I mean, I cannot imagine, right? I cannot
Yeah.
imagine my brother, my son, anybody that's related to me in that situation. I don't know what needs to be done, but something needs to be done about it.
Thank you, Nelly, for bringing that topic. I think we've been seeing on social media there's a family person that has passed on
Mhm.
and who was maliciously killed in a very, very, very bad way. And
And he
this
was
is
a mayor.
something,
Sorry to cut you,
and
Irene.
he was a mayor. Yes,
He was
you're
the mayor
right.
of Mwese. And yeah, go ahead.
And this man, obviously, in his position, he must have been helping a lot of people. So I think just to just to talk about it, this person was like somebody's brother, somebody's father. So
Mhm.
before you can do any of these very bad uh, things that you do to human beings, think about it. Like, who is going to miss out? You know? So I just wanted to say that may his soul rest in peace, and we put all his family members and friends
In prayers.
prayers. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's again, it's a very long topic. We cannot exhaust it right now, but we just wanted to, because this is Insaka. When we started this, we pledged that we will have those difficult conversations.
Yeah.
We're not going to shy away from conversations. It is not really about our personal opinions, but it is about bringing stuff out there that is happening and having it addressed.
Yeah.
This time period is not enough, obviously, to cover all the intricacies of such a topic as this one. So with that being said, though, we will, dedicate time just for this, right?
Madam.
Go ahead.
To learn quick those manners.
Winnie.
Go ahead, mistress.
Which I just want to say that's bad. That's evil. Like, what's the evil going on in Zambia? That's evil. Like, it doesn't matter. And then please, I want to understand again. When you are gay, I'm a Christian. I believe God says everyone is one of my child. We are all children of God. We are all, it doesn't matter what you do. Your sin, one. So
what did you want to say? What were you just I think let's go back to highlights. We need
just finish it.
No, actually we're going on commercial.
It's terrible and it should stop. The government needs to do something because this cannot be going on. We have young men in my family. I have young men who go to the supermarket, who do stuff, and we can't be scared for young girls and now for the young men. It's not okay. It needs to stop. And then if you know somebody who's doing this, please
report them to the police immediately.
Because we don't want this to be a trend. It's not a trend. They're killing people and just doing this. This is rape. It's not okay.
Yeah. And with that, we'll go on commercial and we'll be right back.
My whole life, my father told me stories about moving to the United States. He would tell me that his brother, my Uncle George, was already living here and let my father stay with him for a while. Through my Uncle George, my father was introduced to our cultural organization here in America, who helped him make connections, apply for college, find his first job, and adjust to life in a completely different culture than he was used to. The Cultural Association helped him get started on his new life. My Uncle George would bring my father with him to the annual Summer Cultural Groups Festival, and later, he would bring me. It was incredible to see so many people of all ages laughing and celebrating with food and song and dance. It brought back the best feelings of home and gave my father the opportunity to pass his culture, language, and values on to me. My father and Uncle George were very close. So when George died last year, my father wanted to honor his wishes to be buried with a traditional ceremony back at his birthplace. My father told me that because Uncle George had cultural group life insurance, he was able to afford to bring George home and have the traditional burial George wanted. Though my father had been able to honor my Uncle George's wishes, it got me thinking about my own family. One day, I'd have to make the same arrangements for my own parents, and my wife's parents as well. Of course, we would want to bring them home and honor their wishes, but it would be a financial hardship for our family. There were a lot of things to think about, even though I really didn't want to think about them at all. When my father told me about cultural group life insurance, he told me it's intended to help families when they need it the most. It's not tied to an employer, so no matter where my career takes me, I'll always have coverage. The more people who participate and the younger they are, the more it helps keep the insurance premiums down for the entire association. Because my parents have cultural group term life insurance, there will be money available to help me provide the kind of service I want to give my parents. And by joining, I can put my mind at ease and continue to celebrate our traditions into the future. With cultural group life insurance, I can worry less and spend more of my time celebrating with the people who matter most to me.
Welcome back to the show. Irene had to leave because of an emergency, but hey, we're still here, so the show must go on.
Yeah.
And before we went on commercial, we were talking about the highlights, right? We are doing a recap of what was interesting. Who did we encounter? We had so many guests, right? And we may
Yes.
not be able to go through all of them, but we will give you a few highlights and just our insights on what we experienced during this past season. So, I'm going to give it up to you, ladies. I'll start with you, Winnie. What would you like us to talk about in regards to what was the highlight for you?
I think that it was Dr. Scott.
Mm,
I think the conversation was deep. Like it was something that you take it, like I would take it, like inventory. We took it, like, every
mm,
day you're using those tools as a human being, as a woman, as a mother, the child, wife.
mhm.
Just for you people are wife and we're not wife. For people who are single too.
We are not single.
Okay. I think this was a highlight too of your summer.
About it that I went to Africa.
Can you please, Crazy Winnie, tell us what was going through your mind? Honestly, Winnie.
So I was in Livingstone and we decided to go see the lion and hang out with the lion, just like they think. Because people in America, they think, oh, maybe Americans think that we Tokotama lion kunse to indefinite and say, well, this is how we do it.
Don't
We
generalize.
just go outside and walk with them and play with them. These are our animals. No, this was the highlights. Guys, I was scared. And
Mm,
then, we went to see the lions, and it was a good thing. It was a good experience. I don't think I would do it again because
mm.
something I'm gonna do it. My heart was like numb, and then the skin of the lion. Maybe that's why nama. It's so stiff.
Oh, really?
Eh.
Do you pay?
Oh yes, you pay. So you pay. I think it was what is I think it's $60, $50 to
That's
go
a
in
lot.
there. It was
I know.
no.
Good,
Can
yeah.
possibly get eaten.
Yeah. That's a lot. How many minutes? Do they give you time?
So yeah, we walk. I think it's like a 15 to 20 minutes walk.
Wow, that is too long for me. I'll be like, I just need 5 minutes.
No, because you are 8 people, and then you were
Mm,
like in the groups of families, so everybody have an opportunity to walk with the lion and take pictures. And then for me and my partner, we did have the video, so we had like a special, I think, good 10 minutes because they had to record us. Which is one day I'll bring it up on highlights on Insaka Talk Show just to.
you better.
Yes, I'm gonna do it. It was really nice because they were like, we walked for a good amount of time and then they were taking pictures and the lion would stop. So it was a really good experience. And taking somebody who's never been to Africa for the first time, he
Mm.
was just like dying. Like everything was beautiful with him. Even the trees, see those trees? Oh, these trees are beautiful. I'm like when I wake up, beautiful. Oh,
I
I
would
like.
do no such thing.
I know. I'm like, how you name of your client? Everything was beautiful. I'm like, feeling of Nangan. But I think it's an experience. And if you go to Africa, please try to visit. Try to go and just
And walk with the lions? No.
support and support. It's a support.
Nah.
It's okay. I can support them another way.
Absolutely
I'm,
not.
I'm good.
Nelly, what about your highlights? What is the Jimmy? What is the Jim?
You say about Jimmy.
What is it?
Oh, geez, Louise. Yeah, I think that the highlight. So we did. Prisca and I went on vacation to Cancun. That was really beautiful. I think we really needed that, right? Although
Yeah, we did.
although it felt like we didn't rest as much as we needed to because we had the kids. They had things that they wanted to do, but still, I wouldn't trade it for anything else. That's one of the family pictures. My mom went with us as well, and we brought our children. It was a beautiful resort in Mexico, in Cancun, and yeah, we had a lot of fun. And I also did some bungee jumping.
It was really Prisca, how come you didn't do it?
Who,
I-
me? Nah.
Let
I
me
don't
see.
take-
Let me
I
see
don't
if this
take
is the one.
me leave? And I said, nah, thank you very much. This I
So-
will not be doing.
I told Prisca, I said, Zoe is my child. Like,
Zoe.
yeah, because
Zoe on
Michaela,
the other side, right?
my daughter is like Prisca. She's very timid. She won't take risks like that. But
Yeah.
Zoe, and that it is Zoe T. One hour and she should have actually.
Ukachinjanye.
I think so.
I'm not walking with lions. I'm not going bungee jumping. I'm not going camping. I'm not climbing mountains. I'm not taking that risk. I'm not even jumping out of the plane.
Prisca.
I will not.
Tumaishi uleshi ukashita mchalo.
Yeah, mkuipaya. Nga chadiri kachirecho neri ni nepo chapona. Iwo nkalamu yako dia. Climbing
You
the
just swim.
mountain,
I was,
climbing
for
Mbone.
me, it was over water.
Camping, bansu mekunsoka. No, I am not doing that. I'm sorry.
Pangano chap. Pangano. Mwenze kuchalo. Jumpa lion.
That one, you can do it all day long.
Jeez, that lion kept turning like he wanted a taste of your hand, Winnie.
I know.
Ngo aishire na katakudi.
If on the number of fear feet and I'm going to film what's in Benina Mifne. You know what the thing about it? I know she did because they only feed them 3 times a day. So that's a day before they eat. So in my mind, when they told me that, I'm like, wait.
Hold on, 3 times a day or 3 times a week?
3 times a week.
Ah.
That's the only time.
Really?
Yes.
They should
Why
feed
is
them
that?
every day.
That's what they feed. I forgot what's the name. I forgot. I'll put up the
No,
name.
why is that?
Because they can't feed them every day.
I think the digestion takes long. When they eat a lot of meat, it takes like a couple of days to kind of break down.
Okay, so digestion takes long, but you're still hungry.
Oh yes, I'm a lion.
I'm done.
Interesting.
I'm a lion. Kill you if I see you. Because if you see the bigger lion, right? They say they just gave it like 70 pounds of meat. 70 pounds of meat.
That's
and then
meat.
That's a lot of meat. And then when we went to the cage, I've sent some videos. I don't know if I have those videos. It was still looking at you like this in the cage, back and forth, back and forth. It's just from eating. I said, listen, it's not standing. It's just
after you walk with it, you couldn't stand eating.
No, the bigger, the mother and the father. So the father is just walking, like, you know, you look at, and then it's looking at your face like this. I'm like, no, it's a lion.
Yeah.
It's a lion.
Well, so apart from vacations, which were much needed, honestly, but the interesting thing is we worked throughout, right? We worked even on vacation. We were working. That's how much we love you all, Insaka. What else stood out? Which guest for you, Prisca, would you say, like, oh my gosh, this guest really stood out for me?
Zelly, and I wish we had Delphine. Zelly for me is wow. Zambian, always wanted to write, and for me, I think of Michaela. She's always reading. Zelly said she was always reading, and she always wanted to write. She left Zambia, moved to South Africa, started writing, and wrote for generations. Go move on, right?
Yeah.
And then to see her movie on Netflix, and she does not do press, but she came on our show. She was like, guys, I support women. I live for women. I am going to do this because you're women for my country and you're trying to promote Zambian talent. And when we started, that was what we wanted to do, to highlight the unsung heroes, people that don't get praised and recognized and inspire people. So for me, I loved the Zelly episode. We had
great. Let me show a little clip from that. Zelly.
ZZ.
Yeah. this next month, May 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Zelly Zulu in the studio.
Welcome, Zelly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi,
Thank
Zelly.
you. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. All you gorgeous
You are
kids.
looking amazing.
Zambia represent.
Welcome in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us. We're excited to have you in the studio. I know you do not do a lot of press, but you made an exception for us because we are your sisters. And before we get started, I just wanted to ask, why screenwriting? Take us through that journey. What did you decide to do?
Why screenwriting? Because it has never been anything else. It's always been screenwriting. Anybody who knows me from early childhood would tell you that it was like breathing for me. It was like breathing when I was 5, and today when I'm 21, it is still like breathing.
I love that.
Because
Interesting, right? So we got to see a snippet of Zelly Zulu, and for those of you who've never heard of her, she is a screenwriter. She has one of her movies got picked up by Netflix. It's called Blood Sisters.
Yes.
And we brought her on the show. We did a launch party for Blood Sisters. That was great. We had our glasses of wine or whatever it is that we like to sip on, and we cheered and celebrated with her. Yeah, that was really good.
It's really good.
I can't wait to see what she's working on next.
Yeah.
I know, right?
And I feel like she opened the door for Zambians, even though it was a Nigerian movie. She's the writer. I mean,
Yeah.
she's Zambian, so this opens the door
For everybody.
for Zambians, especially
Absolutely.
with what we're working on behind the scenes. Oh, we'll be on Netflix, and you never know.
Oh yeah. We're going.
Absolutely.
We are today up on Netflix, baby up.
There
We
you
are
go.
on our way.
Moon Shida.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we have just a few minutes left, before the end of the show. Winnie, I would love for you to tell us. I know you talked about Dr. Scott. Okay, that was great. Something else that you did that was amazing, right? That was just yesterday. Or, could you tell us? Oh no, it wasn't yesterday. It was 2 days. The day before yesterday. Anyway, it was this week. Let's put it that way. Something that you did this week that was amazing. Please tell us about it. What your experience was
I
like.
got a new
How did
boyfriend.
you feel?
I got a new boyfriend. Excuse me, ma'am. I forgot. Yeah. Okay, they can't even done put him up. Okay,
Who's the new boyfriend?
Why they could be a president?
I'm about to tell you about a new boyfriend. Mr. President is my boyfriend.
Ha, Iwe.
Akayinde chilem.
You cannot be that
You
disrespectful.
cannot.
No, in a sense of like, you know what? He's an excellency Akayinde chilema. He was very humble. He was very loving. He was able to talk to everybody. So for me, I can say that it's not. I'm not killing him. It's our excellence.
We at Insaka Talk Show
But
distance ourselves we at Insaka Talk Show distance ourselves from that
We're
thing.
having fun. I cannot disrespect him like that. The wife, guys, beautiful, very humble.
Our first lady.
Our first lady. And you know what was in my mind when you look at marriage and you look at him and her, they've been through thick and thin. And then the reason I'm saying this is it's just for fun. I'm saying my boyfriend or that. I cannot even disrespect that like that. He's our president. But what I saw there, when you've been with somebody through thick and thin, and most of the presidents who used to come here, they used to come by themselves. He took his wife. And then guess what? He was walking with her. Like, how people are dating? You can tell marito people that sometimes no. The boy going to belela. Really,
what was the dinner about?
A fundraising dinner about cancer. I'm just going to tell you how it was. How many minutes do we have? It was beautiful. But let me talk about our president.
Okay.
What was the cause? Can we talk about
Okay, I'm gonna be.
She wants to talk about the
Let
president.
me
Let her
finish.
talk about-
I was there. So people, you should know I was there. Oh,
Winnie was representing
I was
y'all.
representing Insaka, y'all. Be real now.
I saw you for the bombing the president at Nishude Foko.
I
No, she
did.
said, "Hi, Mr. President."
And then you know what? And then the bodyguard was trying to move me out, and he says, "No, she wants to take a picture. What's your name?" I said, "My name is Winnie. Winnie whom? Winnie Masonda. Oh, my Miss Winnie Masonda, you look very beautiful." I was like, "Ah, Mr. President, he did not."
I can't. I know.
This is how they do it when they rock. They go like, psh, psh. But it was very nice. It was a fundraising about cancer awareness, and there's gonna be Cancer Month next month. And so, as Insaka, we're gonna do a couple episodes about cancer, different cancers, and all that kind of stuff. So it was very beautiful. It was very well organized by fellow Zambian citizens based in. So they did an amazing job. Like, I do fundraising, and just to see how they just came in through, and they did a good job, guys. And I kudos to those everybody who was part of that, organizing that event. It was beautiful. I know I go like this, but sometimes it's just who I am. But it was beautiful. And thank you for the Insaka Talk Show for giving me that opportunity to go and represent you. And I hope I did well.
You did well. You also
That's
went
proud.
to the Mapepe Awards too.
Ay, mama nalinaka. Of course, I present Insaka Talk Show. I went to Mappy Award last weekend. It was beautiful. I met Beatrice. First time we met with Beatrice. We had a very good conversation, and I can't wait to work with in person. Because sometimes you don't even know what umuntu akutonkanya. And to think about it, you both inspire each other in different ways. And it was really nice. And I look forward to have Beatrice here on Insaka Talk Show.
Yes. Who
Awesome.
else was there?
So
Shyman was there. It was
Great.
really nice, and I he's very shy too.
Really?
Yes.
He's shy man is just like his name implies.
Yeah.
He's really a shy guy in person.
Very shy, yeah.
With very beautiful dimples for a guy.
Yes. Like I was like, "Mwah, Mr. Shyman." I didn't kiss him, but I would have been mwah.
He was on the show too, on our show on Instagram.
I was just about to say, he's one of the guests that we've had on the show. So we've been privileged to have the likes of, T-Boy, we've had musicians, we've had actors, we've had comedians. Vubwi has been on this show. We've had entrepreneurs, we've had motivational speakers. So it's been a whole host of different people that we've housed here. Even people that do charitable things, right? Like Mr. Bright from Australia, the one who moved from Australia to Zambia. So many people on the show. But before we conclude this show, I just wanted to give you guys, if you had just one word for our viewers as we conclude this season, what is that one word you want to leave them with? Winnie?
I just want to say thank you for believing in us. For believing in us. I know we come into your homes.
One word.
It's one word though.
No, you watch and that's Nedi Ulalanda that's one word.
Prisca?
She wished she went.
No, I didn't say sentence. I said a word.
Oh, I just want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you, the Insaka family. We appreciate you.
I'm just gonna give a disclaimer. I'm not gonna give one word. So I want to say thank you to everybody. You guys, like Winnie said, like this is a family for us. And when we all came together, we had one vision and one dream. We wanted to bridge the gap between diaspora and here. We wanted to talk about uncomfortable conversations that people don't get to talk about. We wanted to bring solutions. We wanted to inspire, educate. What can I learn from this? So thank you so much for believing in us, supporting us. We have made it this far. We're going to season 2, which is going to be more amazing, more empowering, and more inspiring. And I will leave you with this word: be kind to everybody and learn how to give. Blessed is the hand that gives.
And forgive.
Amen.
And forgiving, I'm gonna think about that one. I have a hard time forgiving. I hold grudges. Go, someone, Fianya. I'm thinking about forgiving you. I don't know.
And at that, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind you that where there's life, there is hope. Hold on to hope no matter what you're going through. We are here with you at Insaka Talk Show. Our aim is to make sure you are empowered, you are entertained, you are educated. So stick with us, and we hope to see you next season. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.